Hello Cancer, my name is Megan and welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it just so happens to resonate with you. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind. My readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Let's get started. What is going on in Cancer's world? Jumped right out. Let's see what that one was. 3 Wands reverse. Is something not happening that you want to sort of transpire here, or somebody juggling you? Yeah, somebody not coming forward when you thought that they were and you have suspicions that they're sort of juggling you. Could be a earth sign who's extremely stable and has a lot to give, but again, this person could be juggling multiple people. You sort of have an intuitive hit about this person though. They're not really coming forward with the offer that you would actually like. I do feel like this person is somebody who can be really ruthless with their words. I'm getting more specifically when they're angry or mad about something. 6 of Cups reverse. This could very well be a past person or somebody that you've known from childhood or even a past life. Either way, you guys share a very, very deep soulmate connection with each other. And I feel like it's driving you nuts. This person's not really waiting for you. There's an energy here of them not coming in towards you, sort of not waiting for this connection, and I'm getting the sense that they're juggling you, but this is somebody that you've known for quite a while. With the 6 of Cups reverse, I'm kind of getting reconciliation energy just a little bit, but like I said, this person could be very ruthless with their words. That could have been what led to a separation here in the past, but this person could be very self-obsessed, and that's not always a bad thing, but it's not always a great thing either. This person could just really be into their own stability, to their, you know, their own toys that they have, like 4-wheelers, whatever, their own homes if they own multiple homes. They're really into themselves and sort of what they have. You could be dealing with a Taurus, right? Taurus is very much the energy of I have, right? Mine, I have. They're very possessive, which is actually kind of like a cool thing. I'm not talking shit about Tauruses, but I love Tauruses. I'm a Libra. We share that Venusian energy. But I digress. You're definitely dealing with somebody who focuses a lot on their career, a lot on that pinnacle right there in their hand. They sort of worship it in a way, which can be great, right? We need money, we need finances in the world that we're in today. I kind of wish the whole society as a whole would get rid of money. I don't think it's a very fair system to, especially when children can't eat, but I digress. Yeah, dealing with somebody a little bit selfish. They could be juggling. Again, it's like someone that you know from your past. There's been a lot of past energy popping up with this Mercury retrograde. I've seen it consistently the last couple of days. It's wild how the energy is like that just across the board. This person could love to go out and have fun. They also could be somebody who, like, every once in a while when they're in the mood, they take action towards this connection, and they kind of like, I'm getting the sense of like, if this person goes out, has a few drinks, you know, they might call you, they might text you, take some sort of action towards you, and sort of, you know, as they're slurring their words in like a cute, adoring type way, you know, they'll open up a little bit about how they feel. Like this is kind of that energy. They might have a little bit too much to drink, and then they take action towards you, and then they sort of open up and say how they feel. So what I'm kind of getting with this King of Pentacles energy too is not only are they really, really self-focused, but they also love to have fun. That's how you'll know that this is your person. They love to go out and have fun. I feel like they juggle a lot of different type of investments as well. So they're very, very busy with their career. I know a lot of people say that they are, but this is someone who actually definitely is. So them not taking a lot of action towards this connection, it's simply just because they're very, very focused on, like I said, on their career, and it looks like they've built something really, really great. So, and it probably took them a lot. This person does have options though. I feel like that is something that scares you, right? Is them juggling you and having these options. And then we have the King of Cups reverse. Yeah, it looks like at this time, this person's not coming forward towards you. I feel like this person is just trying to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Whatever they've been able to cultivate here within their life when it comes to their stability and finances and just all of it, they are kind of in a selfish energy right now, just because it took so long for them to build this. They're not really trying to get into anything too deep emotional wise. This is the energy of somebody who would much rather kind of explore their options and see what's out there. And I'm getting the message now that they have money and they can. This could be somebody who grew up very poor and they couldn't really explore options before. And I know that that's a fear of yours, Cancer. I know. But this person, if they're not going to open up to you emotionally, Cancer, well, you're an emotional sign, you know? Do you really want to be with this person anyways if they're sort of unable to open up to you in that emotional way that Cancers really are all about? You know, do you really want to be with this person if they're in the vibration of wanting to go see what else is out there? No, you deserve so much better than that. But I know it's tough. I know it's tough. How does this person view Cancer? Okay, they view you as somebody who's very, very stable as well. I feel like they appreciate that about you. You guys could have a really, really close friendship. Again, going back to that Six of Cups reverse. It's like this is someone from your past, but with the Hierophant reverse there, they're not really viewing any kind of like romantic relational commitment with you. They're just not viewing that. And again, I'm getting the message, Five of Swords, right? This person really wants to play the field and see what's out there. And you know what, Cancer? Let them. Use the let them theory. Let them. Let them go see what's out there. You do your thing. You build your business. You become this King of Pentacles, right? Because a lot of times when we're attracted to a certain person, it's not necessarily that we're attracted to that person. It's that we want to be that person. And I know that that sounds weird, but if you think about it for a moment, if you kind of go back in your mind through all the people throughout your life that you've been attracted to, they almost every time, mark my words, almost every single time, right? They've had qualities that you wanted to become like. They had qualities that you adored, right? They had qualities that you admired. So the advice here is, you know, instead of sort of pining over this person who's clearly not committal and wants to explore their options, the advice is for you to actually go after your dreams and you become this King of Pentacles, right? You become very stable. You really focus on this coin, these pentacles right here, you know, whether that's a business idea that you've had for a long time and you're really now just starting to take it seriously, start it up, get it going. Don't wait anymore. Become this person. Right? Because a lot of the attraction to this person is you want to be them. And that's not my saying. I'm obsessed with psychology and all things to do with psychology, spirituality, all of that. And that was actually something I learned from another creator, Shallon Lester. She's a great creator, check her out. But she mentioned that one time, right? That she's very, very much into psychology, and she was right. You know, me in my personal life, anytime I've really, really had it bad for a guy, they usually had qualities that I wanted to be like, right? I dated somebody who was a business owner, owned multiple businesses, and just being around him and sort of seeing the way he moved, and he very much embodied this energy. I realized, you know, a while after it ended, I was watching Shallon Lester, and she had said that. She said a lot of times we're attracted to what we want to be. So it's essential when something doesn't work out, or when this person says they want to go explore their options, or they're acting non-committal, go be this person. You know, go be what you find so attractive about this person. Go and be that. Also, you know, it's always good to sort of make a list of all the qualities you're looking in someone else, and then make sure that you're matching those same qualities, because that's the law of attraction, right? We can only attract what we are. So it's very important that we work on ourselves, and you, especially Cancer, I'm getting the message, just really, really work on yourself, you know? Become someone who can actually go out and have your own options. Not to get back at this person in any way, but I just have a strong feeling that you really, really like that about this person. What other messages for Cancer here? Yeah, be careful of this person just approaching you only for sex, because like I said, they're out exploring options. So make sure that you're staying very, very safe is a message that I really want to get out there. Five of Wands reverse, yeah. I'm not sensing that there's like arguments or much within this connection. It's just more you're curious why this person isn't moving forward with this. And it's simply because they've hit a state in their life where they sort of want to explore. And that's okay, because this gives you an opportunity to go and really make something of yourself. Literally use the pain of this person being in this energy towards you, being non-committal towards you. Use the pain. It's called transmuting the energy. Use the pain to go and get yourself a pentacle, or many of them, right? Use the pain to transmute it into something, some form of art, some sort of music, write a book, anything. Transmute that pain though that you're feeling, that little sting of rejection pain, right? Even though this person's they're not being vindictive and trying to sort of get away from this connection. They just want to explore their options. And again, they're non-committal. They could be born on a 5-day or be a life path 5. That typically people with 5 energy are non-committal. Again, be very careful of this person just approaching you for sex only, because you want to be very, very safe. That is a very strong message that I'm getting right now. Other than that, go ahead and become this King of Pentacles, because like I said, a lot of times the people that we're attracted to, we want to be them. So you go, whatever that seed in your head is of a business, or even if you already have started a business, now's the time to transmute that energy and really put all of the energy from this situation not working out into creating a really beautiful life for yourself. Sometimes we have to go through situations like this because it's the only way the universe can force us, right? Push us right into our passion, right into what we're to be here for. But we can't see that part. All we see at first is, well, this person's out with other options. They're juggling me. They're not committing. They're coming at me sexually, right? That's what we see and feel, but there's always more going on behind the scenes spiritually that we're not privy to as humans here in this 3D reality. We're just not. But God has much bigger plans for you than just this connection, but this connection may be the catalyst to help you get to exactly where it is that you're wanting to go. So that is what I have, Cancer. Hit that subscribe button and I will see you guys next time.